So we've targeted internal and external rotation of the hips. The adductor rock back is going to help to open up your adductors or your inner thighs. So if you think your inner thighs are your adductors, they add the legs together. That's a good way to remember which one of those that is. So the adductor rock back, you can start with your hands kind of in this all fours position. I like to do this one after some bird dog or other core stability work in all fours position. All you're going to do is just take one leg out to the side, line it up approximately with the hip, knowing that everybody's hips are built just a little bit differently. Sometimes having the foot a little further back is going to feel a little bit more comfortable for the front of the hip. But lining it up, generally foot and knee about in line with each other. And then walk your hands forward just a few inches from where they were in your all fours position. And using your breath, you're going to exhale and draw the hips back. Keep pressing this foot down into the floor and actively press back through your hands. When you get back to a spot where you feel some sensation, you feel some stretch in the inner thigh. You might also feel some stretch in the outer part of the calf or ankle. And then you're going to inhale and bring that back forward. And this is one that I like to move in and out of and use my breath. So I'm going to exhale, draw the hips back, pull my ribs back, my abs in, slightly round the lower back here a little bit, and then inhale, come back forward. Using that exhale, pushing into my arms and actively reaching out through the leg. Might even feel some sensation in your hamstring on the extended leg that's long. And after about 5 breaths, I like to hold the last one for a few breaths and just take a few breaths here. And then shifting forward to switch sides. So bringing that knee underneath you. And since we've just stretched that leg, it's also nice to add a little bit of strength and stability to that leg. So similar to our 90-90 seated position, we're going to add a little bit of strength to the outer hip here and a little bit of rotation of that same leg. So we just got done stretching that inner thigh. You're going to try now to use the outer hip to lift the leg up with minimal movement in the lower back. Just a little fire hydrant, lift the leg up, flex your foot just a little so it's active, and then lower the leg back down. Using your exhale to lift the leg up and lower back down. So since we've stretched that tissue of the inner thigh a little bit, it might be able to lift a little higher because now that inner part of the leg is stretched. We're working to strengthen that outer part of the hip. After we've done about 5 of those, I add rotation to this as well. So rotating the leg up and back, and then bringing it in, back almost to the floor, kind of hovering it just a little off of the floor. Taking it out to the side, rotating up, and bringing it back down. And again, just like our core work, we're working to move the leg and the hip without really moving much of the lower back. It's going to move a little bit just because the body is dynamic, but you're trying to keep the ribs drawing in and finding that rotation. You can change the direction of the rotation and go up. You feel the glute there as you press the leg up, rotate out, and then bring it back in. Leg lifts up, rotating the knee out, and then bringing the knee around and back in. And about 3 to 5 in each direction. And then sitting back, and usually it's nice to take a little rock back position here between sides. So sitting back and taking about 5 breaths in child's pose. And then going to the other side.